What's going on, Workforce? Brian and Chris here, and today we're talking about record-breaking numbers. Feels like this is the weekly cast where we come to you giving you guys such exciting news, talk about queue times, wait times, so much more going on in the world of Final Fantasy. Chris, what are you seeing out there in the world, man? Like, are your streams continuing to bog down in the big cities? Have you hit a long wait queue as you try to play during the middle of the day?
Yeah, I feel like I should have like an umbrella and I'm like getting sucked off the screen from like reporting live right now. So the Golden Saucer event kicked off this week, Make It Rain. And that's plus 50% Golden Saucer gains. If you have a free company buff, in addition to that, I knew I took our teleportation buff off. Somebody had that on and I took it off to put MGP on there. Did my fashion report today and got 96,000 MGP, which is just obnoxious for items that I went and picked up at any vendor in any capital city for a couple hundred gil. Effortless. But then I was like knocking out my challenge log for Golden Saucer a little bit, just kind of like keeping this trainer rolling, and hopped into a gate, nice little instance, just a little quick fate, zoning in, no big deal. And it said, we'll let you know when your gate's ready. Like, what do you mean when my gate is ready? It's ready now. And so the little thing, you just got to wait. Like the gate comes and goes and you're still waiting in line to get to do your leap of faith or whichever one is up. Really cool to see that many people. Really cool. Like leap of faith with packed to the max, the most people per instance is chaos. There's just people sailing off the side. We'll have to get that VOD up over on Work to Game TV. So
it's awesome. Yeah, that's going to be something we get up for you guys in case you didn't hang out during the live stream. And shout out to everybody hanging out with us live as we record this. I want to say that, guys, if you haven't yet, you're smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Thank you so much for pushing us over 68,000 subscribers here on Work to Game. Man, it's surreal, I guess.
Speaking of 60,000.
Oh, yeah.
What if like 61,000 people were to be playing Final Fantasy at the same time?
Just on one platform, though, right?
What if that was on a platform that, if I had to guess, would be like the second smallest of the platforms?
Yeah. What if it like outranked like a really popular game that has dominated that platform for a long time? What would you say to that? Would that
It'd be weird because like it's just an MMO. Like there's not even really anything going on right now. Like there's a Gold Saucer event, I guess, but like 5.55 is in the past.
Yeah. That's why we welcome everybody to this game, dude. Like, it's so freaking thrilling, guys. The news, if you guys haven't seen, and it's probably even broken by now. Like, at the time of this recording, there could have been even another record-setting number. 61,000 active users this past weekend, breaking last past weekend's updated report. So, a question to you, chat.
Let us know in the comments. Yeah. You're in the future. Tell us how wrong we are.
Yeah.
61,000.
61,000
what morons.
Bush
what
League.
noobs. How could they guess? It only got to 61,000.
Jeez. Like, we're at 120,000 on Steam in the future. Well, this is all before Endwalker, and a lot of tweets coming out. Like, the meme is essentially Yoshi P, like, he's stressed from success. Like, your game is surging. It continues to surge. It's drawing in more and more players. We just saw last week. We're not going to talk about it here yet. Maybe if you guys want us to, let us know. But we had the whole Quinn situation. I even said it in our video. I don't care
if people don't like the game.
I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all.
Fine.
Thanks for talking about it, getting the attention, and that's all that's needed.
And spending money supporting it.
Yeah.
Buying boosts. Buying
those boosts,
versions.
man. Yeah.
Do it.
Oh, you hate the game? Okay. Thanks,
Do it.
Yeah. Buy a couple more boosts on your way out. It's like, thank you very much.
Buy yourself 6 or 7 months of subscription.
We need another server.
Do it.
We need some more servers, free advertisement and free servers. Let's do this thing. So anyway, this is really big. Surpassed Destiny 2. The record originally was set at Shadowbringers launch. Expansion launch, huge. We typically see like like more people coming back and playing the game after the 5.5 patch into the expansion. Like that is, we keep saying it. That's pretty normal. What is not normal is obviously this flood of continued support. And it's this snowball. I think everybody has been waiting for a really good mmorpg, and they, for whatever reason, had some kind of barrier for 14. Like, oh yeah, but that's over here, right? Like that's going to be the wall. That has seemingly been removed, and it's just that, yes, welcome, come play, come enjoy. this game. And I just wonder, and the question is like, I'm curious. So like the top game, which is insane, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, like 722,000. So there's a ceiling here that we still haven't reached. So the challenge is out to everybody. If you guys have the game on Steam, be sure to log in on the weekends. Let's just see how far we can make this thing climb.
I mean, at some point, server capacity is the issue. People are talking about
Right.
getting queues on EU. They're talking about getting queues on NA. We're seeing queues of 700, 1,500, and I will tell you, those numbers have been a lot bigger around expansion launches. They get real big on patch days. They get real big. But what's crazy is those numbers are right now, and like 555 was what feels like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like 5.5, like if we are in no man's land, this is the single biggest patch gap we get during an expansion historically. This is the stretch. This is the you sail out off the edge of the forest and you've got a desert until the next expansion. And it's a great time for new players to get caught up. It's a great time for people who feel like, man, there's stuff I always wish I had time to get to, because there's not anything current going on. Like E12S at this point has been out a long time. Diamond EX has been out a long time. There's nothing, even Make It Rain, all these golden saucer events going on that, yeah, there's like a new minion and everything, but that's what's crazy about this. Is all this positivity, all this excitement is around a game that like other games are like, yeah, we just came out with something new. And 14's like, no, it's same old, same old. Our biggest problem is we don't know how to collect people's money.
Yeah. Well, imagine if they could.
Got to get better at it.
Yeah. Like, imagine if they could, like getting better at actually collecting the money so people can come in and play this game. If you guys are curious as to why my voice is so scratchy, as when I get sick, I lose my voice, so it's coming back. Thankfully, I'm able to sit down and talk to you guys today because it's just surreal. I honestly have been debating on getting the Steam version just to add to these numbers. And I've seen chat actually say that the numbers got up even higher since we last collected the data. It's 67,000 active players on Steam. That does not count PlayStation, count English, second language for me. Does not count PC outside of that. Does not count Mac. Does not count, the invisible platforms that we're hoping for.
I'm going to take a wild stab that Concurrency over the weekend on Mac. We're not 67,000.
It's like Chris logs in and 2.
I appreciate that every single Mac user is going to leave a comment down below for solidarity. Those of you that even just own a copy of Shadowbringers on Mac.
The solidarity. It's a brotherhood, sisterhood. Y'all get together on.
You guys set up a time. We'll all log in together. We'll run like a trial or something.
You get your own little convention going. You get your own little I
love the Mac version. Actually, with the M1s, I hear it runs really great.
That's gonna be curious.
I hear it runs fantastic.
Yeah.
Like in all seriousness, people joke about Mac and gaming and stuff. That is the meme, but I hear that on the new M1 chips, game runs crystal beautiful.
Yeah. So that's gonna be something. Hopefully, one day you get to put to the test, because I think that's gonna be something that people are gonna want to know. Hands down.
Yeah, I'm looking to upgrade my editing computer this fall. Money pending.
Be sure to subscribe, guys. Chris needs a new computer.
That's free. So
that's free. Well,
But I'll let Apple know.
Hey, we've got 68,000 subscribers. I know you're in the mood to get into that sweet gaming.
Yeah.
Apple. All right, but no, I just saw this and was just honestly, there's this bubbly. This excitement, this jovial kind of nature, because obviously I think what we'll see, just like we saw kind of touching on the Quinn thing, is like at some point you'll see, like, I guess the anti-fans get a little bit louder, but essentially the question is going to be, when is this just a bubble? Is this just going to dip down? Are we going to see this eventually just kind of return down to normal? I think saw somebody in our comments saying that 90% of them, all this surge is going to leave, whenever some theoretical event happens. And I go, so we gain 10%?
Hype's not sustainable.
No, it's never.
At some point, you have to go back to normal, regular patch over patch life.
Yeah.
Like when you first get married, one of the first things many couples do is, take some time, go on a honeymoon, right? Focus on themselves.
Yeah.
That's a really easy time to get married. At some point, that ends. And I hope there's something on the other end that's really positive for you. And so, like, I think there are people that the hype is what brought them in, and then they found something that they're really enjoying and are going to be in a more sustainable path. But there are definitely people that are coming in and they're like, yeah, I only like League of Legends and Dota, and right now I'm loving Final Fantasy XIV.
Right.
Oh, because like there's a type of game you never played. Well, it's just there's so many people going on. Okay, so once the people go away, like you're going to go back to games that are very different than this one. So like there's definitely some conversion going on, but it will drop down some. It does that every single expansion.
Yeah.
So that's not even news.
Right. See, that's the key aspect. That's one of the things that there's a couple systems that on the surface don't seem like that powerful. And to me, like they don't necessarily resonate like New Game Plus, but that's such a powerful tool. The other side of it is the 3.5-3 month cycle of updates that this game continues to get, because Yoshi P himself knows and has talked about how the fluid nature that, you know, players should feel like they can take a break. That's important in the design, but also that if they do take a break, that there's something to come back to. Why? Oh, hey, that was today. That update was today. We see that a lot in our Discord. We see that a lot even in our comments. People are like, they play the game and then they go and play other things. And I think that's a very healthy thing. Have I missed anything? Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, you have. You missed 2 major updates. That's a lot of content. So you can kind of just jump back in. And depending on when that is, like there's a strategy to it. Like it's like, do you really want to end game grind in a 0.3 patch? Like for that gear that's going to change here in 2 weeks? Nah, just wait 2 weeks. Like just get caught up and get kind of refamiliar with the systems. And then in 2 weeks, when the 0.4 patch, wow, man, I keep cycling those words out of my brain, hits, then do your grind. So like as you've start to learn kind of the tide, if you will, with this game, like I think that's going to be it. But the thing that I took away from the comment of that 90% of people are going to leave, etc. I go, you literally just said we gained 10%, like as a core aspect of this game. So if this game is growing 10% year over year, like that's awesome. You know, that I don't know what the market average is. Like if we're going to take this into theoretical stocks, like MMOs or stocks.
Yeah, I don't know where. I think all those numbers are pretty loose.
Oh, yeah.
Because we don't get any official numbers. That's why the Steam numbers are so exciting, because it's one of our few transparent measures of concurrence. It's one of our few. How many people are logged on?
Yeah.
Like when there's queues in the servers, what does that tell us? Like how many people are on a server before you get a queue?
There's always been rough calculations we've done throughout the history. Like we'll like scour the lodestone for certain achievements. So it says, hey, we want to look at anybody who's got this achievement because this achievement's tied to a patch, right? So we know that this many players have completed up to patch 5555, you know, by
this many characters.
This characters,
not players.
Correct. So yeah, multiple characters, etc., could throw that off, but it still gives an insight into that, you know, that activity character based. So yeah, obviously, like it's interesting that no company's reporting these numbers, because I think that's just fuel for concern at the end of the day. Like, oh no, like, you know, because
if they report them when they're up, they have to report them when they're down.
Yeah, because then if they stop reporting them, then you start to wonder. Like, so it's like just across the board, we're gonna tell you how many copies have been sold, how many people have gone from free trial, which we apparently don't count when they report the 23 million, to the full release of the game. And honestly, it's been a ride. I'm hoping that this continues. I would love to sit down and just have every week be kind of, whoa, like I cannot believe we're at 80. Oh my God, are we at 100? I don't know if that will happen, but we'll have to find out with you guys. So you guys let us know what you're thinking. Chris, this just felt like a fun little chat that we wanted to have here on a Monday before we get into it. I know I'm going to be playing some New World tomorrow. You're going to be playing some Final Fantasy XIV tomorrow. So it's going to be kind of a fun rest of our month. We can get together and talk about some of those experiences. Do you have any final thoughts, dude?
Just remember, if you're logging in with Big Q's, I think it's already live. From the character select screen, you should be able to trigger a world visit. That'll keep you on your same data center. You'll lose access to like retainers and things like that. But if you're just trying to hop in and do your MGP and, you know, you're okay without your free company buff and you just want to like do some quests, queue for some instances, that should help with load balancing. That was supposed to be something that was enabled from character select or was coming up on Bing. Do you remember that's already active? And so that should help you world visit. That does not transfer your character permanently to those servers, but would just kind of jump you to whatever server doesn't have a line. My understanding is you don't get to select.
Yeah.
So it's a load balancing feature, and was there to help with people who were like sometimes getting stuck on servers.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to keep smashing through some records. It's going to be pretty cool seeing as we get into August, which is going to have a couple of events, and there's still plenty of things to do, especially if you're new. So welcome to Final Fantasy XIV if no one said it to you yet. Also, just note that there's plenty of things that you want to make sure you're paying attention with the Rising event in August. You want to make sure you get your car mount in September, and you can actually be working towards that progress starting today. So come hang out with Chris on stream. He can give you some MGP earning tips, or you go follow Mioni on YouTube. He's got the fashion show and fashion report. Lots of great content creators out there. If y'all haven't discovered them, ask and we'll point you in different directions, and that way we can keep going from there. But let's wrap up. Chris, why don't you take us out? I brought us in, you take us out.
It's been an absolute blast getting to hang out with everybody on stream today, and it's a great time to be excited about a game that's been a lot of joy in our lives. So my name's Chris, and this is Brian. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Peace out.